Morning, even afternoon, TimTheTatman 2. We got a banger for you today, baby. I'm not the smartest man. I don't think I have to tell you that. I thought I could dig to the ocean. I can't pronounce a lot of words. I'm not the brightest bulb in the pack. One day we start talking about technology and how I have seen technology develop. And then we started talking about what the future technology could look like. Here you're going to see me watching some videos with some future AI, some robot stuff. It's crazy, man. Trying to wrap my head around this is unbelievable. This is an interesting thing because this is stuff that we're making right now with these robots and future AI technology. And this is us kind of going back and forth about what could happen and what has happened already. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to drop a like on it, share with a friend. If you're not subscribed to this YouTube channel, TimTheTatman 2, hit the sub button, ring the bell. All right? Be sure to tell somebody you love them, okay? I'll catch you in the next one. 35 for Justin. Never done it before. I just want to say I'm a Marine. I want to say RIP to the heroes who died yesterday. Any vet who served in Afghan. Yeah, it's not your fault. You did your job. If you need help, please ask, please. I saw a little bit about what happened yesterday, and RIP, man, 100%. Weird times we're living in, man. I often think sometimes too about I think about my son in the future of things that could happen in the future, right? And I often think about technology a lot, and I actually wonder if Brew, my son, will have a point in the future where there's going to be a moment where humanity can figure out a way to live forever. You know what I mean? Because I don't think that kind of seems to be the way, where the path is kind of technology's going crazy. You got robots, shit like that. And bro, there's a part of me that's I wonder if in the future, I don't think I'll see that. My generation, no way. I'm 31, but I mean, could you imagine that, bro? It's crazy. You think that happened in our lifetime? No way. I'm 31. That's there's no way. That'd be 20. Oh, brother. That'd be 20. I mean, if I have a good life, I'm 31 right now. Let's say I get another, 60's pushing it, bro. That's a scary sentence, but it's another 60 years is really pushing that. Let's say I get another, I think 50 solid. That's 80 something. If I get that, that'd be 50 years from now is 2071. That's kind of crazy to think about, actually. Yeah, I don't know if I'll make it that long. I'm still streaming. Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. Oh man, it's interesting to think about, man. But you're absolutely right, Justin. I appreciate 35 and thank you, man, for that. 25 from 123. Speaking of immortality, it's unlikely our bodies would live forever. Instead, what's more likely is that we'll be able to upload our consciousness into a super advanced computer where humans can live in a fake reality without the real world's problems. That'd be like modern day. What was that movie? That'd be like that movie, right? That's scary to think about. What's that? Not the Matrix. I know the Matrix, but I guess it is kind of the Matrix if you think about it. But I guess it literally would be the Matrix, because in the Matrix, a lot of the world was kind of run down, right, in their real world, and then they went to the virtual reality Matrix, right? I guess it is Matrix. Yeah. I was thinking Ready Player One though, by the way. That was kind of my thought, but maybe the Matrix was onto something, bro. That's crazy. When did the Matrix originally come out? When did the original Matrix come out? The Matrix came out 1999. Wow. I was 9. That movie was so ahead of its time, bro. What a great movie, by the way. I remember watching that when I was younger. I wasn't 9, but I was probably 12 or 13. The slow-mo and all that, dude. You know what I mean? It's kind of lit. Thanks for your 25, man. $50 from NIT. Speaking of future tech, have you seen Boston Dynamics robot parkour video? This is bro. Is this fake, guys? This is fake, right? This is real? Hey, bro, if this thing's real, we're shocked. I mean, straight up. That, if I don't know if that is CGI or if that is real, but I promise you that if that is real, we're shocked. We are making the thing that is gonna end us all, literally. Like, can you imagine all of a sudden all those things just like turn on and they're like, hey, by the way, you can't leave anymore, and you have to listen to us, and like, dude, it's like literally someone's gonna have to call Will Smith, man. It's like iRobot, literally. I wonder how many calls Will Smith would unironically get if something like that happened. Be like, yo, Will, I know you've dealt with this before. What are we supposed to do? Hey, bro, that's scary. That's one of those things. Okay. I'm looking at that right there. And in the future, they're going to be talking about how we were watching these things develop. You know what I mean? And then now it's like, you know, they're taking over and stuff like that. Like, this is the original. Look at this fat guy watching it. And then it's me. Hey, guys. That's crazy. It's cool, kind of, but crazy. Like, here's what I would say. It's cool in the sense of, wow, technology can do that. But it's scary in the sense of, what if they learn? Bro, I remember reading this article. I can't 100% remember, but maybe if I talk about it, some of you will be able to remember. It was like an article where they had two robots talking to each other, and then the robots like created their own language, and they ended up pulling the plug on it because the robots were communicating, but the humans couldn't tell what they were saying. You guys know what I'm talking about? It was some article I read somewhere. It was Facebook AI. I think that was it. I think you're right. And it was this. So if you guys never heard about this, basically they had these, like, it wasn't an actual robot, right? It wasn't like something like we just saw where it was like a stand up, like robotic kind of a thing. It was like it was basically like a little, like almost a computer. And the computers, Facebook made it, or Facebook or whoever made it so the computers would talk to each other, right? And they're kind of like pretty simple. Hey, how are you? Oh, I'm good. Like the robots were going back and forth, right? And then it started to develop, and like the robots, the computers started making and communicating in a way that the humans couldn't understand it. Isn't that crazy? Crazy. They like learned, like the robots were learning, right, how to communicate better, if you will. And it's like the AI developed its own way to communicate, and humans couldn't tell what they were saying, so they unplugged them. I was like, homie, I hear stuff like that, and then I see robots like that moving. I'm like, bro, we are teetering here. Like, have we not seen enough movies, right? Have we not seen enough movies to know where this is going? We got robots communicating in a way that we can't understand. Homie, that robot just did 2 backflips back to back. I am 31, haven't even gotten close. You think I'm gonna be able to outrun that robot? No way. I'd go right at it. I have no chance. I have no chance. There's no way I'm gonna outrun that robot. I have to go for its legs. That's the only option. It is. Like, if that robot decided one day that it's like, we don't like Tim anymore, time to get Tim, bring him in, right? Then it's like, there's no way I'm getting away from that thing, so I'm going at it. That's my only option. Tim, throw water at it. Right, whips. Yeah, I'm sure that, we can make our iPhones water resistant, but I'm sure that multi-million-dollar robot, you just, gets a little wet and the whole thing short circuits. Right, whips. Whips, do you even hear yourself? You guys want me to carry like an EMP in my pocket, I guess, right? Just unplug it. It's better than running at it. I disagree. I'd run right at that shit, bro. And I would take it out by the legs. I'd rip its leg off, and then I would take the part of the leg that I ripped off, and I would just put it right into the CPU, bro. Straight up like a warrior, dude. You know what I mean? That's how I'd handle that, dude. I have to, because there's no way I'm getting away from it. I have to handle it like that. I don't care what it's made of, bro, chat. Okay, listen, guys, Okay, I'm a big boy. All right, I can move metal. Bro, I was taking off a roof one time when I was in high school. It was like a tin roof, dude. Came right off, dude. You know what I mean? Man, but those two things, when you hear those two things back to back, when you think about the direction that technology is going, I don't know about you, Chet, but I wouldn't say it scares me, because I am interested. There's a part of me that's like watching with a watchful eye. You know what I mean? Like, it's cool. That's cool that all these things can happen, but do we really know what we're getting into here? You know what I mean? Do we? Listen, guys, any robot movie I've ever watched, robots end up figuring it out for themselves and they want to kill humanity. That's all that happens, you know, right? That's the end of it. There's no us controlling them. They learn beyond us and they are like, wow, these humans are stupid. We should get rid of them because they're all inferior. And then they try to eliminate us, guys. Okay. Someone in the chat goes, I accept my new leader. That video is scary. The whole Facebook AI thing, that's alarming in its own right, but they just unplugged them. I don't know if you can just unplug those robots. You know what I mean? And then I saw something, isn't Elon making a Tesla robot or something as well, chat? I saw like something very vaguely about that, and some of you might know about it. I guess while I'm on this whole like futuristic AI conversation, I saw something about like, it was something that like Tesla, like Elon's trying to make a robot as well or something like that. A Tesla bot. It's such an interesting thought too, because I saw this thing I've never seen the other day. Well, not the other day. This is actually probably realistically about half a year ago or so, a little while ago. Can't remember the exact time frame, but it was a bar that was ran by a robot. Like, you walked up, you'd like walk up to it and you could pay money. You like put money in and then you hit like what drink you want, and it's like a robot arm or something. I saw it. I know Japan, I think Japan is like, I mean, Japan is ahead of us, right? And I've seen videos where I think it was like an ice cream cone or something in Japan or something, but I think it was in Vegas that I actually saw it myself, like in person. I'd never seen it in person. Tim, is it like a vending machine? It's okay. It's a lot more than just a vending machine. It's like an arm that gets your cup, puts it over, fills it like to the right amount, and then brings it and then drops it in front of you. It's not, I mean, I guess realistically it's kind of like a vending machine, but it's like a bar. It looks like a bar. It looks like you're walking up to a bar. It's crazy. It's like a really fancy vending machine. The future, man, it's such an interesting thing to really think about. And like I said, I often think about like my son and what he will see. You know what I mean? Because guys, when you think about technology and how fast technology is growing, and at the rate that it is, some of you might not understand because you might be younger, but like when I was born, they had huge computers, right? They had like Dells, these old Dells, these old was it Mac, right? Wasn't there like a Mac computer, stuff like that, floppy disks? You guys remember all that chat? Some of you might. IBM, right? Gateway. Now we're kind of getting into the older brands, right? You had these old computers that were huge, right? And this was, just so you guys understand, I was probably compact, right? I was probably 9 or 10. So about 20 years ago, right? And that was the best technology, like as far as computers and stuff that we had. And now you all are holding this phone, and this phone is like 10 times the level of like processing from that computer that I used to sit in front of when I was 10. It's probably even way more than that, to be honest. I'm just throwing 10 out there, but it's like you could probably, like a chat saying like 1,000 times. Like the phones that we have now are 1,000 times more powerful than the old compact computers that I was sitting in front of. And that was 20 years ago. Fast forward another 20 years, this thing could be like 20 more years from now, I'll be what, 51? And people could be like, do you remember when we used to have those iPhones and we thought that technology was crazy? all right, see you later, man. And then you just do, and then you teleport away or something like that. You know what I mean? It's just it's a crazy thing because like growing up, I kind of have seen technology kind of develop in this weird way with like so I saw the first cell phones, stuff like that, and it's so weird, bro. It's so weird. You know, remember when we used to fly around on planes? All right, see you later, Scott. And then you just like hit a button in like your shoulder and you teleport back to your house or something. You know what I mean? Crazy stuff, man. Crazy to think about. An interesting conversation though, for sure. What was that snake? It was a Nokia, right? You guys know what I'm talking about? You had like a Nokia phone and you had Snake. That was like it. You guys remember that? It was like a brick phone. Yo, if I'm honest though, that Nokia phone was one of the most reliable pieces of electronics that I've ever had. I literally would kick that thing into the air to try and break it because I was like a stupid kid. And like bro, like that thing could have lasted like an atomic bomb or something, bro. Straight up, it was crazy. All right, I should back up. I got on a big tangent there. Sorry.